we're gonna keep it pretty simple today. Just give you guys some good straight shots to work. Straight shots are always the least risk, greatest reward shots, generally, right? You get great snap, but you get to keep distance. Second, you start throwing hooks. You shorten your arms, right? So you're inviting in, especially for combinations, you're inviting in more of an exchange. So when I always teach fighters, especially guys getting started with their game, we work our straight shots into our big combinations, and if we're icing them with straight shots, why even go in, right? You look at some guys who really just stay with straight shots. Look like a Sean Strickland. I know you were right at Strickland. Like he's just on his straight shots, long range weapons all the time, long range weapons, and he's made a career out of it, just keeping good distance and just staying with long range weapons. So now that we've already you, this first one is probably the most simple, but it takes a little bit of confidence to commit to it. And the way that you find the confidence is making sure that you get full extension. The worst thing to do is set a guy up for a double jab cross when they're going to work, foot short to cross. And it's so easy to do because the jab is easy to commit to, right? You know, it's coming off your lead shoulder, they're farther away. The cross, what you have to do is you have to commit your hips to a certain degree. And you square yourself up, and you're more likely to get countered with a cross than just working your lead hand. So this first one, it's not going to get super technical. All we're going to work is our double jab cross. I just want you guys to focus on getting full extension, turning the shots over, okay? So it's going to be a double jab cross. I'll just do it solo real quick just to show people. Right hand tight, left hand kind of more that higher guard. And I like positioning my lead shoulder so that it's a little more available. If I know I'm going to throw my lead hand, I'm not trying to knock anyone out with a jab, right? I'm using it to set up my backhand. So it's just, notice how he doesn't come back to my face and then go out. It's here, boom, boom. All right, and I'm going to take 4 steps technically. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so double jab, 1, 2, and then across. It's going to fall. All right, all we're looking to do is just get their hands to their face. Because how many of you guys know, if he's got his hand to his face, I don't care if he's blocking this. I mean, I can crack him right through the gloves. Especially the MMA gloves, they don't offer that much protection. I can snap his head back if I catch him at the end of the shot. Okay? So, obviously it'd be nice to, position his head to where he can really snap his head back and across. But for this, even if he's covered up here, and that was the only thing we got accomplished, send that cross and snap his head back through his gloves. Okay? So he's just gonna hold for these for the first little. So yeah, double jab cross. And then the second round we'll have a guy with more MMA reactions. But he's just gonna pop, 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 and he's gonna scoot back as I go so I get to get full extension. Okay? So double jab, both hands up, double jab cross, pop, pop, pop. Notice the ending position. My hips are under my shoulders. I didn't get extended out, right? Knees come in, boom. I stay upright. Think of like kind of the Sean Strickland style. He's super upright, parrying, and then when he's ready to go, wah, wah, wah. Everything's solid. Feet are under. All right. Make sure your feet are carried with you. If your feet don't carry with you, it's gonna look a lot like that. Jab back to the center. I don't care if you land the first jab or not, especially if you're starting at a range that's more kicking range. Like this, no one can hit anyone, right? This is my entry. Right down the pipe, head's just off the center line is ideal, right? Just in case his cross comes through, I'm off that center line a little bit. I'm landing, my head's off the center line just a little bit, my left hand's tight. Jab back to the center. Good. Any questions? 1, 2, 3. Keep still. You do a minute, they do a minute. Step back, give it a length, and then I'm gonna start pursuing him to make sure that he's honest in the retreat. All right, so as you retreat, pump the jab, get back to center. So here we go. Good. See how he's circling away from my power hand? That's good. Good. Again. He shorted that cross, right? Let's get along. There it is. All right, let's go. Jab back to the center. Good. Okay, he's gonna figure out our timing. Do it good to me, double jab cross. Okay, so I see him extended here. I might do something like this. He's throwing that lead uppercut. You know, he's throwing rear uppercut. So there's all long, but you gotta have some variety. So this next one we're gonna hit is we're gonna throw our jab, and as we do, we're gonna step out a little bit. All right. We step out at this angle. We're trying to center him up. We always want to stay right there. See how his stance is sugar footed here? We always want to get here. Because now I can blast him in a straight way. If he's got this lead shield in this guard, like he's really protected here. He can hide behind his shoulder, he can do a lot of different things. If I get off to this angle, now I can really hit him. And again, even if I don't land on the face, he's falling back. Which one looks really good in the eyes of the judges, but also, I'm balancing for follow-up shots. So this next one, we're gonna jab, take an outside step. Now we're gonna fake the right hand. He thinks the right hand's coming. He might try to parry or whatever. Parry it. And so yeah, so go ahead. Wow. Don't even do it. Yep. So we're here. I fake the right hand. You might just shell up a little bit. Just like that. And now I can push off my back leg, push through him. And find the right hand. And I covered that distance, which is always hard to do. Lead uppercut cross, right? And it's not a uppercut with a 90-degree angle. It's a shovel up, like you're trying to drive it up. Conor McGregor used to do it pretty well. It's like a jab and then you throw it up. And then I spring off this rear leg and I blast through. See how much I got? I could have gotten way more distance. That's why I wanted to show that. Right there. You can strike through. One more time. That right shoulder, that right hip comes forward. And my back leg is a launch. I can cover a ton of distance. So even if he's falling back, I can find him. I got a shot through. Any questions?
So first cross is just have a little feint.
Yeah, exactly. It's just a feint. We want to keep his hands up. The guy stands up with the jab. We want to keep his hands up with the feint. Okay? And what I like about this shot is you want to make sure your thumb's pointed up. Because with these little gloves, they don't cover that much. A shot like this, you might be able to block. But when I see you look through the elbows, I can really break through that guard, pop his head back, finish up with the cross. I want you to try it. We're going slow. Jab, outside step. Fake, bring that up a little bit more, because that's going to be your launching pad. And now you lunge off the rear leg, lead uppercut, cross. Yep, and bring those feet with you. Alright, so I would stomp and make the sound with your feet, just to keep you aware of actually moving your feet as you go. Or else sometimes it looks like this. Your chest is gonna go forward. One time. Just go over here. Shoot, John. You're falling forward. Yeah. So he entered kind of like this. Look how I am. My chest is still over my hips. Sound good? Start out. And I can't emphasize enough just taking your time and getting the mechanics, because I've seen people have bad straight shots for way longer than they should. It just takes a few adjustments in learning like what you're actually trying to accomplish with a straight shot. You're trying to keep them at maximum range, keep yourself maximally safe. Okay? Or else, I mean, why not we just point and just, this is like tactically we're building into a fight. We're trying to hit him and not get hit with straight shot, generally. Okay? So here we go. Now next, the other options we have are high-low. If we start just going up top, let's say I throw this jab cross, wah, 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 yep, and I throw the second one, but he's kind of just like snaking out, but he's covering his head well. If he's covering his head well, what is he not covering well? The body, right? So if we get his hands up with some of these straight shots, we start knocking his head back a little bit. Don't go head hunting. That body's going to be available. So this next one, all we're going to do is jab, step outside. Why don't you show it by just getting your hands up, right? Hands are up. I'm going to step into the cross. I want to make sure that I'm not leaning over my lead leg. I want to keep that upper body straight just so my knee doesn't come behind. And I want to step in for the cross. Notice how I'm like sitting into a chair here almost. All right? I'm right there. I'm in a powerful stance because now I can spring back. I can do whatever I want to. I don't want to bring this fully forward because now, one, I can't move back very quickly. And, you know, if I were to miss or something like that, I've squared myself up wrong. So here, step outside. The rear leg comes up as I throw my cross. Getting off the center line just a little. Right for the solar plexus, chest. Over here. And this is off the back of setting him up with the top shots. Double jab cross. Okay, his hands are up. Oh, his hands are up. He's guarding. Right there. All right. Has anyone seen 300? Everyone's had to have seen 300, right? You know the dude with like, you know, the gimpy dude with the crazy back when he was practicing like his spearing? Do you remember that scene? He was low and the form was incredible, but he's spearing here. And that's what body shots are. You're trying to get his weight in his heels. All right? So we're not trying to have flesh. That isn't moving, right? Might sting a little bit, but I want to push through. And that's what takes the wind out of guys. That's what hurts guys. So I set him up. Oh, okay, his hands are up. Oh, his hands are up. Right there. I'm trying to get his weight in his heels. This, I am trying to get an element of like pushing him a little bit. Because the follow-up shots are great. When he's on his heels, I'm up for hooks. I can do a lot of this stuff. All right, so that's the first one. Outside cross. Second one, fake the jab up top with one step. Jab through him with the second step to the bottom. So, notice how it's the same idea. My upper body is straight. Any questions? Let's see on this other angle real quick. So I set him up with the top. Sound good? 1, 2, 3. If you like what you saw, make sure to subscribe. We're on our way to 5,000 subscribers.